Transmitters on. Request lines open. Border Crossings is on the air from VOA Music Mix.
Hi, this is Larry London. It's the Voice of America and Border Crossings. We welcome you once again to our program, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing it with us for the next hour. We have a special guest in our studios, part of a very, very famous musical family, a family that we know all around the world, the Jackson family. We'd like to welcome Tanay Jackson to the Voice of America. You were on the song we just heard.
Yes, I wasn't performing on the song. I was in the video. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was with a lot of great people, and I mean, that was my first professional work as a dancer.
Wow. And you must have been just a little kid.
Yeah, I was actually in junior high school, starting junior high school.
What's it like being a part of such a family as the Jacksons in music, where the expectation in the bar is so high for anybody that walks around with the name Jackson and comes from, the same blood as Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, all the Jacksons, way up there, the expectation?
I would say this, my experience with that, people hate on me. They're looking to hear one little mistake as though I'm not human. And I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it all my life, and I'm fine with it. Whatever, bring it.
So music was your destiny, obviously.
I love music. I love art. I love anything that has to do with art. But music is my forte. Entertainment, period. That stage, that's my forte.
You're at home on stage.
Yeah.
And dancing, too, because obviously you said you danced in
Yes.
Remember the Time. So you've been dancing and singing and writing songs, I read, too.
Yes. I was writing songs for Sony Records at one point. That deal didn't work out so well, so I started writing independently and shopping my writing to other artists. And I'm not saying that I won't do it in the future. I will. I just need to focus on my career right now.
Now, I'm sure when people talk to you, of course, they want to know everything about your uncle and aunt Michael and Janet and the rest of the great Jackson family members. So tell me what Michael said to you that stood out the most in your mind during the time that you were with him, spend your time with him, recording with him and watching him. And
I always felt like I couldn't do this, like I couldn't be in the spotlight in the front. And he said, something, how are you ever going to know what you can do if you don't try? He said, I think you can do it. And that was probably the last thing I heard from him is in regards to my, career.
Are you still in contact with the kids?
Yeah, I speak to some of my cousins. I have a cousin right now who is signed to Universal, and he travels all around. I come to see him very often. Some of them I don't. The family reunion is next month. I'll be able to see everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be a big reunion.
Yeah, it usually is. Not everyone comes every year, but I'm going this year, and let's see.
And your father is Tito from
Yes.
the Jackson 5.
Yes, sir.
And so what did you learn from Dad? What has he encouraged you to follow in his footsteps and get into music?
And if he did, I wouldn't. I'm not a guitarist. I don't want to follow his footsteps. He has an old-fashioned way of thinking as far as the business because he's been in it so long. He has given me advice. He has, stepped in when he's saw something fishy. And also my grandpa, Joe. He's also, if he hears something fishy, he'll jump in. And I'm not saying when, but, there is a video that I am making, and there is a possibility that we will see a cameo from my grandpa.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be. Last I read somewhere, he was selling perfume.
I don't know what he's doing. I just know he travels and he's into so many things. I don't know exactly what I know. He's a talent agent. He does talent agent for boxing as well. And he just has his hands in everything.
Right. And I was talking to a friend of mine recently. We were discussing the influences of fathers on their kids' careers. And, if it weren't for Joe Jackson and, Earl Woods, Tiger's dad, people, they probably wouldn't have had the success they've had. I mean, I don't think that Michael and your dad and his brothers would probably be in music if it weren't for, their dad pushing so hard.
I agree. Joseph has gotten a very bad reputation over the years, but as grandpa, I'm sorry. He's really good to me. He's protective. Anytime I tell him anything about what I'm doing in my music business, he searches for something fishy and he tells me right from wrong. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
No, not at all. Not at all. And, right now we're talking to millions of people around the world who are probably, as in love with the Jackson family and the music as just about anybody anywhere on the planet. I get a lot of email from audience members in Japan, where I know you've been and performed and participated. I read you were doing some Japan projects and
let me clarify that.
Okay. Well, let's clarify.
Let me clarify
this.
I wrote a song. I'm under ASCAP. I wrote a song and it was picked up by by Jazzcar, which is like the ASCAP in Japan. They picked it up and put it in one of their movies out there, and I received royalties from it.
But you've never been to Japan?
I have not been to Japan yet.
Okay. Well, you've been there right now. People are listening in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Right now. So we say konnichiwa to our audience in Japan.
Konnichiwa.
Tanay Jackson's in our studios, and we're talking about her music career. And this is not your first album that you're putting out, the next album. This will be, how many albums have you had?
Oh, this will be my first. It's not the first song I've written, but this will be my first album for me, Tanay.
I thought we somewhere in the music library, we had an album from you, I was told.
Not an album. It's just a single.
Just singles, okay. Or EPs? Have you done EPs?
No, not yet. I'm working on it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. Hey, easy. I'm coming.
You're taking your time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have Tanay sing for us right now. What are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing a song that was made by a group of guys called Full Force, and they had a young lady named Samantha Fox that sung it. It's called Naughty Girls.
Naughty Girls.
And I remade it, so I'm going to sing that.
All right. Well, I don't want to step on your chord here, so I'm going to free your chord and let you go. Naughty Girls, it's Tanay Jackson on the Voice of America.
I've been told time and time again that you can't treat love like a game. 'Cause I play rough with hearts that never mend, but some guys like you do the same. It's just a four-letter word, how absurd, never heard. How could it be? I can't believe this is real, how I feel now. You steal my heart away from me. Baby, don't let me be misunderstood. Temporary love so bad, but it feels so good. And along came you, now I know it's true. Naughty girls need love too. Yes, it's true. I'm in love with you, and believe me, baby, this time your love won't get away. Stay here in Tanay's room. We can get busy my way. Was just a four-letter word, how absurd, never heard. How could it be? I can't believe this is real, how I feel now. You steal my heart away from me. Baby, don't let me be misunderstood. Temporary love so bad, but it feels so good. And along came you, now I know it's true. Naughty girls need love too. Then came you. Then came you. Then came you. Then came you.
Do above. Naughty girls need love. They do a little more than a kiss and hug. Yeah, I know it's tough. No strings, no plugs. Oh, you want a nice guy? No G's, no thugs. I know you've been working hard, girl. I know. I promise never break your heart, girl.
Tanay Jackson on the Voice of America. Wow, that sounded great.
Thank you. Did it?
Yeah, it did. We don't usually have somebody stand up and dancing, getting down like that.
Oh, what? I'm the first?
Well,
I made history. Ooh la la.
History. Oh, where have I heard that before? Tanay Jackson here on the Voice of America, part of music royalty. Your family, the Jackson family, and you are also a director. You directed a music video, your own video?
Yes. That was me trying to put my creativity on, I was just taking a shot. I've never directed a video before, but I have put together my own stage shows, which have been very successful. Mm-hmm. So I thought, okay, let me try my hand at the video. Mm-hmm. I have gotten very mixed response from it. And it's all good. It's my first video. There's room for improvement. But for the people who have their thumbs up to it, thank you for the support. I did try my best.
And where can people see the Honey video? It's playing on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can Google my name and put Honey next to it. Or you can just simply go on my channel at www.youtube.com/7Tanay7.
What's that mean? 7 Tanay 7. Why did you choose those numbers?
Well, because when I tried to just put Tanay Jackson, didn't go through.
Somebody had it already?
Yeah.
There's another Tanay Jackson out there?
There's another girl out there.
So, and you also are a hip-hop dance teacher in Brooklyn.
I did at one point. I was teaching the kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a fun time. I got to do my stage shows, put my creativity through the kids, and that was very, very good.
Now, what do you tell the kids? I mean, show me something. Teach me. Show me. I'm not going to get up but just what would you teach the kids about hip hop dance?
Well, I teach them the background of hip hop, that it came from, the urban areas, and that it is an expression of joy, and it's very rhythmical. Mm-hmm. And then I just show them a few steps. I put together, choreography for the ending show for the summer, but I'm not going to dance because I have to dance in a few minutes.
All right, you'll save your energy.
That's right.
You'll save your energy. Mm-hmm. So, you're touring right now. Is this a tour? Or?
Yeah, I'm going all around the eastern and southern areas of the country right now. I've done some interviews that have gone beyond the country. I have an article in Greece, and I have something, I believe it's in Australia. Mm-hmm. And physically, I am touring like I'm here, mm-hmm. and I'm going all around showing my face, and smiling, saying hi to people, letting them get to know me and hear what I'm all about. Mm-hmm.
And I heard rumor the Jackson 5 are getting together. I know they've been doing a reunion tour, but I heard they're going to do this on a larger scale next year. I read something about that. Even a hologram of Michael. How do you feel about all that?
That's pretty scary. Mm-hmm. I think it would draw a lot of people for them to do the hologram. Mm-hmm. They have been discussing it. I don't know if it's really going to be done. Things can change by next year. I did, in fact, see the Unity tour. It was very, very nice. My dad looked great. Except the parts where he was trying to be sexy. I didn't.
You don't want to see your dad being sexy.
Nah, I don't want to see that. No. Marlon was getting down though, and that was a big shock. He was dancing more than everybody else, and it was a fun show. They made some very strategic and smart choices with the song choices.
And what happened to Randy? I mean, he was with the group for a while.
Randy's a businessman. Leave him.
Leave him alone.
He doesn't
don't
want to
bother
perform.
All right. And I heard that maybe Janet, Latoya might join this big tour next year, and any possibility you'd go on the tour. You'll find that out in the family reunion, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I know I do have some other family members that are on the tour who are singing background. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would be able to do it because I'm doing my own thing now. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So.
Now, do you talk to Paris ever? Do you give her advice? She doesn't call her aunt?
No. Why would she call me her aunt?
Well, I don't know. Call you whatever she calls you. Michael is your uncle, right?
Right.
And
there's no way
second generation aunt, kind of somehow.
No, she would be my cousin.
All right, cousin. I don't know how cousins say, whatever. So she doesn't call you and say, I have some.
No.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe you keep in touch with them, and
I keep in touch with some of my cousins, not everybody.
not everybody.
Yeah.
All right. And where are you off to next? Where can we catch Tanay Jackson performing?
Well, after this, I'm going to get some much needed rest, and then I'll think about it. I'll think about where I have to go next. Right now, let me tell you, I haven't had sleep for days. I'm just working
Wow.
hard. I'll check my schedule, and I'll get right back to you on that.